Good morning, honorable judges, teachers, guests, and fellow contestants. Did you know that nearly half the world is living on less than $2.50 a day? One of the most important and devastating world issues is poverty. Even though most people look at North America to be well developed, much of the population here is in poverty also. But what is the real meaning of poverty? A lot of people think they know the real meaning of poverty, but actually, the meaning of poverty is much more complicated. Poverty is not just about being poor, but it's about being poor without having access to resources, such as water, food, education, and shelter. Imagine if you did not have access to those resources. But I know what you're thinking. We do all these fundraisers all the time, like by giving books or clothing items. Then why is poverty not stopped yet? Well, there's a saying I read that if you give a man a fish, you feed him for a day. But if you show him how to fish, you feed him for a lifetime. Before we start looking for solutions, we have to examine what poverty looks like in the everyday world. Kids in poverty easily get illnesses and diseases, and without access to proper medical care, many children in poverty die before the age of 1. On less than $2.50 a day, parents in poverty struggle to feed their families. As a result of poverty, crime usually increases because people could try to use illegal ways to get money. And when they do that, it affects the whole community. So, as one can see, poverty is not just about the poorness of a person. Poverty has an absolutely huge impact on many families around the world, as well as the countries in which they live in. There are some solutions to reducing poverty. One solution is not throwing away your food and thinking first. Billions of people are overweight, while another billion are dying with hunger. People think that throwing away their food does not do anything to kids in poverty. But if people just stop buying too much food because they can, the world will be a more balanced place. Another solution is to work as a volunteer for organizations that hold campaigns for those who are in need. We can also teach and educate the poor skills that we know so that they can get good jobs. As you can see, there are many ways to help reduce poverty. There is a saying, coming together is a beginning. Keeping together is progress. Working together is success. So let's all work together to fight against poverty, and we will succeed one day.